Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview February 12th, 2015. Great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Currently 0200 hours. Remember traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. Beautiful weather here in Thailand today. Blue skies, white sandy beaches, and the water's calmed down. It's quite nice out. Might be doing lunch at the gazebo today. Love it. All right, traders, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, on Friday, we have the Friday Wrap-Up where we go over some daily charts and we look at the past week and the week ahead and possibly to see what kind of opportunities and probabilities we have for making profit in the next week. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I am in the market every day. I'm listening to fundamentals. I'm watching charts. I'm looking for that sweet spot to get into some trades and make some profit. And yes, traders, I do lose trades. I am not a guru. I'm just a trader just like you are. All right, let's get over. That's just a little bit about myself. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. In other words, if you're trading on a demo account and you're doing very well, when you go to a live account, it's a very good possibility that will change. All right, let's get over to some news and commentary. What's going on? Well, there's a lot going on, but let's see what's going on today. Looking at the calendar today, we had some Aussie unemployment rate came out at 6.4 versus 6.2, and you'll see that on the charts. There was quite a bit of movement. Also, unemployment change was negative 12.2. and they were forecasting negative 5. So bad data out of the Aussie land. 2 hours before the London Open, we have German CPI month on month, but that's a medium impact event, so that might affect us and it might not. And the Bank of England inflation letter. Wow, that's a new one. Never heard of that one before. But that's coming out of the pound. And also at the same time, we have BOE Governor Carney speaking. So there's quite a bit coming out that's about the London lunch hour. So keep an eye on that. Just before London, about an hour before London lunch. Coming into the U.S. session, we have retail sales month on month, which is a high impact. And we have also core retail sales, which is a high impact news data. So it looks like we could have a busy day in having data releases. Let's take a look at the markets, how they closed yesterday. The Dow closed just barely at negative 0.4%. The S&P 500 closed, well, it's in the red, just all zeros. And the NASDAQ closed positive at 0.28%, with the Russell 2000 and the negative at 0.13%. And that's what's going on that. Let's head over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed negative barely at 0.02%. The FTSE closed negative 0.16%. And the CAC 40 closed 0.35%, with the Eurostoxx closing at 0.27%. Traders, let's come over to my side of the world. These are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.55% in the green. The S&P ASX 200 is in the red at negative 0.30%, with the Shanghai in the red at 0.16%. Hang Seng's in the red at 0.17%. And the Kospi is in the red at negative 0.63%. Asia's not doing too good so far today. Not much commentary to say. There's some. There wasn't a lot of price action movement yesterday. However, there was pips to be made. There was very hard entries, and I did not take a live trade yesterday. And I think it was because of that Eurogroup meeting. I don't know what the outcome of that was. I did not hang around to listen late in New York to see what happened when London closed. As far as trading goes, I think we have a good trading day. I think we've got some really good setups, and it looks like the pairs are starting to come back into the trend, except for the Aussie with their bad news, and you'll see that in just a moment. So traders, let's head over to the 60-minute Forex charts to review, and as usual, let's start with the euro dollar. Yeah, it's a shame we weren't up 4 hours ago, because 4 hours ago, which would have been almost 5 o'clock in the morning for me, this was a nice trade off the 200 exponential moving average and just dropped very nicely. And I expect it to continue. I would like to see this pop back up though, because we're getting close to that support area. So I would like to see a couple of blue candles and then a bearish formation, and we can take this down. So we're still bearish in the euro, and all I want to do is sell it. Traders, this is the pound. The pound moved a little bit yesterday in New York, and you know, it's bearish, but as long as it stays above the 200 exponential moving average, traders, we have to look for buy trades, and we're almost there. So if we get a nice big blue engulfing candle, I'm all for it. Let's take it up to 1.5334, and let's buy this. Watching that 200 exponential moving average at 52.09. If it closes below that, the trade plan totally changes. We have to redo it and do a new analysis, find out what's going on. Traders, this is the Aussie. This was the Aussie news that came out today. Bad data out of the Aussie, so it just dumped like a rock. And I hope some of you caught this. I was in my office, but I didn't have my charts up and ready to go, so I was not ready, and I did not have my live platform up and running. But this was the nice thing. We're just looking for this to continue. We're looking for a pullback to 38.2. If it goes to the 23.6, just check how many pips that's going to be before you take that. I'd rather it come up to the 38.2. And the Aussie is good about pullback. So there's a good chance this will pull back, and we will be able to trade this to the downside. And the Euro Aussie is on a run to the upside. Of course, this again was due to the data that came out. Now we just need this to settle down, come back down to the 50% fib at 1.4676. And my friends, we will take this long. I'm only looking to buy this. This is a long ways away from the 200 exponential moving average. That's not a factor in this trade. The factor is how we're going to get an entry. And if you notice when I did the fib, I don't have 2 to the right and 2 to the left on the up candle. So this fib is adequate as long as this high is not taken out. If it's taken out, you need to refib it and try it again. All right, this is Euro Yen, one of my favorites. This looks like this is just fibbing. To me, this is fibbing the swing, and I'd love to see it come down to the 50%. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to end up at the 61.8. We'll get into the slow side of the Asian session, and it'll go sideways. And I would expect this to continue to move to the upside for today's trading. So I'm looking for a long trade. I'd love to get down to 135.51, and let's long this baby and make some pips. New Zealand dollar is in a sweet spot. It's finally gotten broken out of that mess that it is. It's broke through. If you look left of the chart, it's broken that double bottom over there. And so I expect this to continue to the downside. I would like to see this come up a notch to that 0.7368 area, and we can take this short. We want to short this New Zealand dollar. Remember, we have dollar strength. So we have no New Zealand news to worry about. So let's see if we can get a short trade out of this. We'll keep a really close eye on this. And I would probably wait for the London Open. I don't think I would take a trade before the London Open on this New Zealand dollar. Traders, well, this was a short day today, not much to talk about. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today on this Thursday, February 12th, 2015. And what a beautiful day coming to you live from Thailand. Traders, until the next Asia session, and we will have the market opening preview, of course, tomorrow before the London Open. Traders, have a great trading day, and I wish you the best. Take care now. Bye-bye.